Warmdown Pod with Jose and Sasi.
The Warmdown Pod is brought to you by SW Strategies and Fight Zone and is recorded at 24A and Siang Road. Trigger warning. This recording may include harsh words, and we apologize in advance if you are offended.
And here we are back again for another recording of the Warmdown Pod. Sasi, how's everything? Well, Manchester United finally lost.
Oh gosh,
to Newcastle.
yeah.
But anyway, in saying that, Liverpool also lost to Wolves. So
perfect match day for Arsenal, isn't it? Arsenal won.
So 7 points clear as we speak and as we record this. 7 points clear. So, but on a separate note, looks like things are opening up in the Singapore Premier League, right?
Yeah,
Doesn't look like it's a one-horse race anymore.
Yeah,
and we've got lots to unpack today.
I'm excited
in this recording, and we also like to thank some of our listeners who've been writing in, who've been engaging with us on socials, and some people are apparently also emailing you asking to be on the show.
I know, man. I know.
What is going on?
We've got some traction. We've really got some traction. People are talking about it. People are randomly talking about it. They are asking me about the podcast. They are giving their views on the items we talk about.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's been now. What are we now? This is going to be our fifth episode.
Fifth episode, yes. Episode
Can
number
you imagine? We actually take time to come here and do this recording in Ansiang, and it's good that people are listening, which is actually quite good. But I mean, let's not also take away the gloss from the people who've actually done such podcasts ahead of us. Let's recognize some of their work, like Shasi Kumar with his Silver Fox Hustle. I think he's been doing a great job, but. Yeah. Obviously, what we do is quite different because we are a little bit more irreverent and we disturb people.
He's on his 100th episode.
Exactly. And, it's great stuff, right?
I have to say, I have listened to most of them. He's the number one. Number one between the sports minutes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, number one between these two. But I think they've done a fantastic
job. And look, the point is this, right? This is grounds up. People like you, me, Roshan. Okay, maybe Roshan's doing it for a living, but Shasi is a lecturer in the IT, if I'm not wrong, and it's passion more than anything else.
Yeah, I think it's passion. And when he mentioned, obviously he's a friend and one man show, right? Over through COVID. And I remember talking to him about his podcast. And I think he's doing really well.
Yeah,
I enjoy listening to him. He asks the right questions. He brings the right people. Yeah, great. Yeah.
No, so that's the thing, right? I mean, are we going to end up even bringing people on the show, or is it just?
I've had a few requests.
Really?
And people send me, "Oh, please, this is my number. Please call me. I would love to be on the show. I would love to talk about this." I'm like, okay.
No, but I think one of the first few people we should put on this podcast is Desmond Ong. And then I'll ask him, Desmond Ong, who's the current deputy president of FS, and I want to ask him why is it he hasn't turned his hair purple yet?
Desmond, this my personal opinion of him is the one great thing he did was giving someone like Kevin a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yep. Kevin was a local. Kevin was young. Right? Give him a chance. He stuck through. There was some really bad results, right?
Yeah.
Struck through with Kevin, and Kevin out on it.
Yeah.
Brilliant. I mean, if our own league is not giving chances for coaches, where will they get chances?
I'm a little bit. I was a little bit mixed on that initially because if you think about it, the role of the national coach, and I've got to be consistent here, the role of the national coach or any coach taking the national teams, the appointment has got to be made on merit. The appointment has got to be made on whether or not you are the best person to do the job and whether you'll be able to take the team further. Okay. Initially, I was worried because all our previous national coaches who were local could not lift the team higher.
I agree.
And I can name them, right? We've had Fandi, we've had Nazri for a little while, and then we also had Sundram, right? And this is just in the last 20 years after Reddy left, right? So it's not like we were able to lift the team with the local coach. So I mean, so there's always this argument about what we give an opportunity, but opportunities you can get. You can do in the SPL, you can do in the the local league. So you can even do in opportunities in countries where football isn't so. You get the experience first. I was a bit worried that if we go the path of just choosing a local for the sake of choosing a local, then our players are not going to get the best opportunities, right?
I agree.
To grow.
The national team is a completely different ballgame, right?
Yeah, because I'm going to talk about Firdaus Qasim.
I thought having given a chance at Tampines was great.
Yeah.
Right, considering the fact now that everybody is a foreign coach, everybody wants to come in, and then now we got Jesus Casas as well, which is a very big name. Eventually, he made it to the national team. There was Gavin Ball.
Yeah.
You know, it was great. It was a gamble that I would think really worked for Tampines at that point.
Yeah.
Right, national coach. Yeah, I had my apprehension as well. What if he's overawed? Right, and I psychologically, our own national coaches, they go into the national team, they fact in their mind that, oh, no, we're Singapore, we're not as big, we can't challenge the big, we can't take the fight to the team, we need to defend. You know, are they fixated on that mindset?
Yeah.
Right? Are they not able to push it through? Right? In every World Cup, you get an underdog, right?
Yeah.
Every European Cup, there is an underdog that believes. Let's see how he does, and I think he took the first few steps really.
Now he's got his backroom staff, which I think is the team he's obviously wanted.
Yeah.
And there's almost a team which follows him from them.
Yes.
Right? So obviously I've been seeing, with the latest announcement of Raymond joining as an assistant coach, right? I think it's always been on the cards, right? I think there have been some comments about, where's the open selection, all that. But let's be honest about this, right? I think every national coach, any club coach, even at the professional, would like to have their own backroom staff. Why? Very simple. So there is synergy between all of them. They know how each other works.
Exactly.
And these three, Kevin, Mustafa, and Rahman, this triumvirate, have been working together in Japanese for years together.
Yeah.
And even when I was in India for the away match between Singapore and India for the Asian Cup qualifiers, I saw all of them working together. They were a very close knit team. I mean, I've seen it is a norm, right? So I don't think people should be worried or should question why is Kevin having his own team, because that's a norm. You see this if you follow the email, you realize that every coach who gets fired, the entire backroom staff quits, because that's how it works, right? That's how it operates. Right? And talking about Rahman's latest appointment, I mean, that's our Asian Cup discussion, right? We hope that Kevin is finally having his team in place. I mean, obviously he has, and that's whatever he needs to do to prepare for the team, which is for the Asian Cup, which is just less than a year away now, right?
Less than a year away.
Right? I mean, some things are not going to be working in their favor. Like for now, as we record, there's conflict in the Middle East. They're supposed to play against Faroe Islands, right, in Dubai. I don't think, or in Emirates, I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think this match is going to take place in the Middle East, right?
Yeah, so I think that the announcement is not made, but that is a tough go now, right?
Yeah, so I think in the next couple of days, let's see what happens. But I think for today we have so much to unpack, right? And we see, even we just started talking and we started, we are veering off course, but many things happened since we last recorded. First, there was this issue with the refereeing decision involving Kyoga Nakamura.
Yes.
Right? And when he was not given a red card, and obviously I, among many others, was questioning how is it so inconsistent when just barely a couple of weeks prior, Madhu Mohana from Balestier got himself red carded by the same referee for almost.
I don't know.
It was.
It's bizarre.
It was bizarre because Madhu did not elbow, Razak, right? It was Razak who put his face into Madhu's elbow. And where does Madhu jump for the ball, put his hand behind his back? Right? It's like my colleague Dilrus Dan said, you only wear a straight jacket or what?
But my thoughts at the end of the day, I think coincidentally it was the same referee.
Same referee, different decision.
And same war personnel, right? VAR personnel.
Same,
right? Yeah.
It's so bizarre.
So thoughts is, right? My own thoughts, my layman thoughts. I watch football for entertainment, right? I love Madhu as a player, right? Madhu jumped for the ball.
Yep.
He jumped for the ball. That's it.
And
right?
He wasn't looking at Razak.
I do not think he had any intention. There wasn't an elbow moving.
Yep.
Right? He got a red card. I don't know. And yeah, Madhu being Madhu came out, Madhu spoke, and there was chatter on social media. I was reading, oh, there should have been a red card. I feel there should have been a red card. There was no announcement, everything was kept quiet, and Madhu
Yeah.
got a red card, right?
And
But,
suspended for 3 matches.
yes, suspended for 3 matches. This suspension and Madhu getting a red, and if I remember correctly, Madhu got a red card when it was 0-0, right?
Yes. That
Could have really changed the
Right.
outcome of the game.
Yep.
Right? So at the end of the day, there was no feedback after it, whether it was the right decision or not. It was chatted on social media. It became a big hype, right? And then came the next thing. This is what I feel, right? He gave Madhu the red card. He read all this social media chatter,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
And then when it happened again, but this time, it's a different scenario.
No. So I think there's one piece of information you're not aware of, right?
Yeah.
So after Madhu's red card, there was actually an engagement session, meetings which are held between the referees department and various people in the SPL who are involved. And I think
Yeah.
one of those players, one of those involved in that meeting was Sasidharan, right?
Uh-huh.
They challenged this decision. Even players from other clubs were challenging this decision that, how is that a red card? Do you guys even play football? Do you know how players jump for the ball? Razak was not elbowed. Razak came towards Madhu's elbow. So what do you want Madhu to do? What do you want Madhu to do? Tie his hands, right? But the referees department justified the red card. That's how dumb it was. They actually justified the red
Oh
card.
my God. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, and this is something I am completely not
No,
aware
so
of. Yeah.
this is inside information. I mean, not inside information, but it was a meeting which happened after Madhu got the red card, right? So it shows you how bizarre the decision was. Absolutely right. After the blowback from this, Kyoga Nakamura happened.
Yeah.
Right? And in Kyoga Nakamura's instance, video replays makes it very clear. What was he doing?
Yeah.
His arm, his elbow, when he was ripped apart, hit the plate. It was so clear.
Yeah.
Right?
Whether he meant it or not, there was contact. Elbow hit the player.
No, it was deliberate.
When I watched the replays, it looked really deliberate.
Right?
I mean,
Yeah. And then here you go, same referee.
Yeah.
Right? Jensen Fu, same referee, he was right there, runs towards the players and even indicates to the assistant referee, I think the fourth official, that no, bro,
yes. Yeah, I know, man.
what the flying fuck, right?
Yeah.
Hey, but that's not it. Where's the VAR in all of this? What the hell are they sitting in the room? And it's their job to call the referee to the screen to take a look at what was going on. So I'm asking myself, is Abhirami Naidu in the VAR room eating fucking kropo or what?
Yeah.
What is she doing? What is she doing? I'm like, oh, is that? Here you go, right? And why do I actually think he's the VAR referee? Consistently, I think I've proven it, consistently, there have been issues.
Yeah.
When she's taking the VAR, there's either decision making. She takes so long to make decisions. Okay, or again, Hassan Sani's alleged headbutt against the Hougang player.
Well, wasn't so much alleged, right? It was a headbutt, right? It happened.
The videos show it so clearly. So why is it the VAR does not call the referee to view it? Isn't it the role of the VAR?
Yep.
Same referee. Okay, then what happened is, you're right. I think after Madhu's pushback from fraternity, they let this go. But you know what? It was the wrong decision. It was the wrong decision. So here's the thing, right? What is wrong with the decision making?
I think emotions got the better of everyone.
No,
He wanted to.
incompetence.
There is incompetence in leading the whole referees department and giving them guidelines of what to do. I feel, right? Maybe, right? Because obviously that referee at that point couldn't make the right decision.
Yeah.
He couldn't. Yeah.
No, and basically it boils down to this, right? First and foremost, you need to have that wherewithal to make the right decision. Second, and here's where I'm questioning, right? Are they biased? Third, because Lion City Sailors, your boss is the president of FPL. He's also Lion City Sailors founder. Look, like I said, this is what's floating because we question about it. Are you guys just scared or what?
Being a Manchester United fan and then we are biased against United for the longest time. I look, there are some divisions that go away. at the end of the day, I don't know so much about markets, right? But he really made a wrong decision,
Yep.
right? The charge should have been reversed. Madhu should have been really was doubted, right? But Kyoga Nakamura, as nice as the play is, that was an album,
Yep.
right?
Yep. No, I
That should have
agree.
been.
I completely agree. Right?
Yeah.
And obviously, the referee and the VR have been sanctioned, right? I think it was very quick. I think a couple of days after there was a review and it was announced that the two of them would, have to sit out between 2 to 4 rounds of matches, and there's going to be like retraining, and but you know what?
No,
This has also been
this is
said
going to
before.
make it worse, This is going to make it worse because every referee now is going to second guess their decision.
Yes.
Every referee now is going to, oh shit, am I doing the right thing?
Yeah, absolutely. Right. So, and we're in this vicious cycle, right? Very frustrating. Fans are sitting in the stadium, and then every single time there's going to be a question, and there's going to be an intervention by VR. I think that happened in the last couple of games, right? So many stops. How frustrating does it get for you when you've got 10 minutes of time added on?
Oh my god, did you see last weekend?
Yeah. Yes.
The total amount of time added on was insane, right?
Yes. Oh, is that not frustrating for fans who are going to see them? And then the matches also starting 8:30 because of fasting month, right? It's crazy. Okay, that's not the end.
Yeah.
That's not the end, right? Referees department again, or maybe a decision making by the referees department. There was a match last weekend between LCS and Albirex Niigata, right? Both clubs are challenging the owners.
Yeah.
They are in the top three. Capital Rovers seated in between.
Yeah.
Nicely poised. Now, how is it not a conflict of interest when the referee is the brother of a player who is playing in Capital Rovers?
Dun, 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 dun.
How is that not a conflict of interest? Right?
Yeah.
So even if the poor boy is making the right decision, somebody is going to be questioning, hey, you're doing this because you're trying to give chance to your brother lah.
Exactly, man. There has to be a lot. I mean, it's a small community. We obviously have a lot of related people, but that was a decision that should not have been made. Right? Not necessarily.
Bizarre.
So now, when you think about it, there is a title race, and when you think about it, LCS, just got a new coach.
Yep.
They are still settling in.
Yep.
Right. It was a fantastic game. That LCS Albirex game was a last minute winner. When have you seen a keeper score a volley?
Yeah. Agree.
Seriously.
I
so
agree.
I think it was a fantastic game, and small decisions like this,
No,
somebody has to think through.
You know what happens? It takes away the confidence which fans have in the league, and which is something which we spoke about in our last episode about why are fans not turning up? Because fans are frustrated, because fans are irritated, right? And then you don't actually get new fans in because they all like wondering what kind of a shite league is this, right? I mean, you have all this nonsense. You got these referees can't even make proper decisions. You got VR who's sitting there eating cropo. Like, oh, and you know what? That frustrates, right? Because you don't bring new fans out, right?
Yeah.
It's because of things like this. But you know what? It's not the end, Sasi.
What is?
It is. I told you, wow. And then here recently,
My God. I see you get so excited.
how is it Hougang United can field a player who hasn't even gotten his work permit yet?
Brilliant, right? I don't know how they did it. I don't know how this went. It's a huge disappointment. Now that they've got points deducted, they gave Young Lions their first win. TMSG now loses that. No first win.
Nonsense. I'm going to say, hey, you need to
Yes.
on the field.
Yeah.
Here's administratively, how is it Hougang United, right? Submits a player into the ISS system when the work permit is complete. Okay, so he has approval for the work permit.
Yeah.
No, but that's not the only fault. Why did the competition department person, whoever was doing it, okay, never mind, we don't bother about the junior staff who probably approved it. Question would be the head of competitions, right? How is it they approve the player and his and in the submission without even checking whether or not he's got a valid work permit? Isn't that like a basic requirement to just do your job properly?
My thought process when I first read it was, did they do it on purpose? They knew? I mean, if you run a business and you apply for foreign staff, right? Would you dare letting that person work before MOM
Of
issues
course
you a
not.
pass?
It's
No,
insane.
no.
So,
Yeah, you're putting everything at risk, right?
someone's going to come with the rotan and whip
Yeah,
you. I mean, okay, they're not going to come with
yeah.
the rotan, but you know what I mean, right? You're going to get whipped.
So, as a business owner, I would never do that, right? And why did Hougang do this?
I don't know, which is why I'm asking the chairman, Bill Ng.
So my thought process was,
Does he need to go back to school?
did they know do it? Did they not? They have had issues with foreigners. They have had some issues, quality of foreigners.
No.
Yeah,
Don't blame the foreigners. The club is shite.
yeah.
Sorry, the
And
club's leadership is shite.
are they desperate that they needed to play him? That they kind of like see whether he can go under the radar, right? Was TMS goal the first one to bring it up?
Yes.
Wow, brilliant.
And it
Right.
was simmering for a couple of weeks and no one had said
Yeah.
anything and he obviously exposed it.
Yeah.
Right? Then I had a phone call from Madhu the next day. Boss. Why are you hiding it, boss? No, I agree. I don't think they were trying to hide it, right? But I think it took far too long for the information to be made public.
Yes.
Okay. So, and then when that happens, it creates this question in like us who are obviously keenly watching that takes so long for you to come out and explain yourself.
Yeah. It was a disaster. I think it's going downhill. In terms of even their fans, I was one of their fans who was really so disappointed that he doesn't know. He was telling me that before the league started, they had a huge presentation. They were presenting a good direction where they're going towards, where Hougang is going towards. But now with this mistake, it's icing on the cake, isn't it? Taking points deducted. Anything else happening to them? Are they nothing else? No?
Well, we will now need to wait to see if Ministry of Manpower takes action against them
Yeah.
because the law is very clear on it, right?
Yeah.
If you actually make a foreigner work
Yeah.
in your business without a valid work permit, you know what's going to happen to you
Please
and me? We get fined.
Yeah, we get fined,
We
right?
get fined.
So I don't think it just ends there with the points deductions. Right? I don't think it ends there. Two of the games they lost anyway, right? One game they won. I don't think it ends there, and unfortunately, it's put the club in a bad light, right?
It makes like I said, right? It makes all of them
Yeah.
look like a bunch of amateurs.
Yeah,
I mean, for the record, historically, FAS used to be called the Singapore Amateur Football Association.
Yeah.
They changed its name in 1966.
yeah.
50 years ago.
Yeah.
Today, the FAS is really running sometimes like an amateur organization.
And with these administrative errors, we have had that happen a few times, right?
Yep.
With other things as well.
Yep.
But
Hey, congrats for the house. You have your first win, right? But not on the field, but off the field. Something which Manuel Polking also said, football should be one on the field and not off the field, right? So, so question mark would be, if the FA says that they're reviewing whatever they're doing, Adri, as the new general secretary, is saying that he's trying to clean up. Well, I don't think he's going to have a lot of time to wait
Yeah.
to start having a proper cleanup because you know what? You'll never know where the skeletons are until shit hits the fan, right?
Exactly.
And I really hope they get it right? But you know what? I've been following football in Singapore since the time I was a child, 5, 6 years old. It doesn't sometimes look like as though it's getting any better. And you know why that is so? Because the demands of running football or any other business or organization actually increases over time.
Mm-hmm.
Things need to move faster. Things need to get better, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have the people to help you take it to another level? That is the issue, right? And I think there's one example I spoke about in the last couple of days with over a lunch discussion I had, right? If you actually look at some of the best governments in the world, and I'm going to say in Singapore included, right? There's always going to be reasons why you got to move your cabinet around, your ministers around. You got to move your leadership teams around because only then you'll be able to identify new gaps, identify new areas for improvement. Okay. Think about it. How institutionalized are some of the people in the current football association of Singapore? Okay.
Yeah.
So I think that's the issue. And if you really want change, which you want to see in football, you need to have good people, competent people, capable people to help.
I think there needs to governance team. Also,
But looking at how
yeah,
we operate, right?
it just filters down clubs and clubs. You know, there seems to be no priority of this where these are things that cannot go wrong.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
There has to be even as people have. I thought about maybe this is just something off my head, right? There should also be someone in the FAS telling the clubs, can you sign this foreigner or not? Right? Not about this work class issue, but quality of some foreigners I've seen is
Yeah.
leaves much to be desired.
But I don't think the FA should get involved in the selection of the players, right? Let me share with you, I'm not sure whether you know, but in '96 when the S League started, clubs needed to clear the signing of foreign players with the S League before they even signed those players, because the administration would check the background, check the credentials, check the players before they even signed. At that point, the CEO of the S League was Douglas Moore, right? And that used to be a norm. So I think in the initial season, the first season, you had good players, well-known players who came in to play, right? I mean, if you recall, among the players were Yuri Ares from who was in FCFFC. You had Erwin Boban, right, who came across from Johor. There were foreign players who were really well regarded, and I don't think that's a norm anymore. I think as long as you get the LPC, as long as you get international transfer, you start to play, right? But you're something which I think even I think Straight Sounds Deepan has asked before, right? Who's actually checking on the quality of these players? I mean, you have 7 foreign players whom you are able to feel. But like I said in the last episode, right, you've got a club signing players from Timor Leste. For what? Again, that's Hougang, right? So, I mean, that's Tanjung Padang. For what?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like it's players are poor, but it's not players which will get the fans excited.
It has become, I got to fill in my foreign quota.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the point?
Yeah.
Right? Anyway, so therein lies the problem with the FAS, right, and football administration in Singapore. Sometimes some of the decisions are just very bizarre, or some of the decisions taken even by the club leadership is very bizarre, right? And actually, another bizarre decision. Recently the Football Association announced that they were having this roving exhibition in the community, and they were celebrating 30 years of football excellence or something, and they were having an exhibition which starts off from the 1994 Malaysia Cup.
Yeah.
Why?
So tell me. I mean,
why Malaysia Cup? Why Malaysia Cup? Right? I mean, look, it's like basically the simplest thing to do. Or whenever you want to bring people, let's just go back to the 1994 Malaysia Cup.
Whoever is playing this is maybe it's the age group, because when I started watching local football at 10 years old, right? It was 1989, 1990. We were still in Malaysia, right? And whatever I hear from whatever I know about players from before, or what my dad used to tell me, this player was good. This player, last time we used to play like this. That players that could do this, they were special. You don't hear about them anymore.
Yeah.
Right. And it's go ahead. I mean,
my point is this, right? If you really want to do, look after the legacy of the sport, and it's a responsibility of the football association, not anyone else. To look after the legacy of the sport. You gotta dig in. You gotta put in the work. I just brought up that point just now about the year in which FAS became the current FAS, and it changed its name from what it was, the Singapore Amateur Football Association, SAFA, right? It was in 1966. Maybe that's the year they need to do the research from there. 1966. Do it from there.
Yeah.
Start in 1966. By the way, actually Singapore had a team at the Asian Games, football team at the Asian Games. Okay. Start from there, right? I mean, and I've got a whole list of players. I mean, players' names whom I'm not even sure even the current FAS leadership know about, right? Like I said, a couple of weeks back about Paul Anthony Sami, Jafar Yaakob, Lim Tian Sai, S. Montaya. Do these guys even know these names exist? Right? And here's the thing, right? You really want to talk about legacies, your responsibility, even when you find out who these players are, and check how many caps they've represented Singapore, how many caps do they own? Okay, you know what? Today, if I ask that question, nobody has the answer.
Yeah.
They don't have the answer. I mean, also partly because historically, if you go back way back, right? There was a time when there was this sports house at Farrer Park where 14 of the Singapore's national sports associations were at the sports house. It got burnt down. But
I didn't know this.
Yeah, hey, that's why you're sitting here with me. I'm the
You're
one.
the encyclopedia, man.
Anyone try to fuck with my knowledge about Singapore sports, okay? So here's the thing, right? So the sports house burnt down.
Yeah.
Right? It was an iconic feature of Singapore sports. It got burnt down. Okay, I know records may have been lost as well. In fact, some of the NSAs lost their trophies, their medals, historically. So it's very painful. Talking about that, even our time capsule, which was put by Dr. Bo Keng Chee when the National Stadium, the old National Stadium was being built, that one also lost, right? Don't know where the bloody goddamn thing went to, right? Lost. How I know this? I was a journalist who broke the story. Okay, so we don't seem to give a fuck about our sports. Okay, maybe now they do, but these little things is important for legacy.
I think we should go back. We should do what we can. That 1994, starting from 1994 is, a bit. That was the year we won the Malaysia Cup, I think. Yeah.
There was a lot of match fixing also. Okay, so shall we go there? All right.
But,
people seem to be like celebrating it, but you know what? Every other team was match fixing. All right. Even Singapore also we had a match. We had Michael Vanna was also. Come on.
No, start a bit earlier. Go all the way back.
Yes.
Dig out the reasons.
That's the right thing to do.
Do a legacy. No.
If the Singapore Swimming Association could do it, I know Patricia Chan and Margaret Thomas actually led this whole legacy committee to do the research, right? On a pro bono basis. Anyway, so we should not be ranting because you know what?
Yeah.
We also are quite wary of time. Let's move the discussion a little bit further very quickly into
where we're going next.
We've got this match against Bangladesh coming up.
Yeah.
Question to you, Sasi, from a fan perspective, right? Should Gavin also give opportunities to the under 23 to play? A few of them at least. It's a dead rubber one.
Yeah, it is a dead rubber, but I has a fact, right? Honestly, I feel your team is qualified for the Asian Cup. It is your responsibility as a fan to show up now at Bangladesh. Support this team.
Yeah, I bought tickets once and we are going. Okay, I bought. I didn't ask for free tickets, so I'm just letting you know.
This is the point Jose is making.
Yes.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, let me tell you, currently with the Young Lions team, I don't know who Gavin can pick. They seem to lack some sort of.
He's not Mahmood.
Oh yeah, he's definitely going to pick Ismail Mahmood. But under 23 players, I don't know, man. I looked at the foreigners. They've got left wing, right.
Foreigners can't play. I'm telling you.
Yeah. So you don't really see where a Singaporean is good at his position. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's been a struggle. I actually pity Firdaus because I think it's a bit of a mess. I don't know how he's going to get out of it. So if Gavin wants to pick someone, Gavin has to make that choice on that footballer's merit that he sees and he chooses.
Yeah. No, I agree with you.
Yeah. I, as a fan, I can't even give him a name. Oh, this guy is great. I can't give him a name.
Yeah.
No, why are you laughing?
No, I pity Firdaus Qasim for all the shit he gets from me. But anyway, he took on that role. He better be clear that that's what he's going to get.
Yeah.
Okay. And he wins the first game without even winning it. What the hell? Okay, anyway, let's before we kind of end off today's episode, what's happening in the world of fitness?
World of fitness, great. I'm wearing my fight zone. I
know.
Just came off a corporate presentation where a corporate team was actually coming in to sign up with us and do their workouts. I think one fitness tip I want to give the viewers this week is consistency beats intensity. So
that's a message for Firdaus Qasim also. Right?
Yeah, man. So for us, and then for those guys, my God, you put that thought in my head, right? Consistency beats intensity because you rather do something 20, 30 minutes 3 times a week for the next 6 months.
Yeah.
Than do something an hour every day for a month.
That sounds like what TMSG does every day. Right? Consistently do it, every day. And
TMSG has been so consistent, yeah.
of course.
My God, before I even hear the news, sometimes I wake up, I go, and I see TMSG first before anything else,
course.
right?
And the one which I really enjoy is the two Prata girls holding the Prata.
You've been excellent with that one. Coming back to
No, Fight Zone. Yes.
Right. Why we do what we do at Fight Zone is 30 minutes because it's only 30 minutes of your time. You do not need to do it every day.
Yeah.
Right? Come in and we heart rate monitor it so that the fit people can get really intense workouts.
Yep.
If you are working towards your fitness, we watch your heart rate. So the moment it goes up, we slow you down. We keep the intensity manageable for you. Right? So, consistently, do something consistently for 2-3 times a week for the next 6 months. It's always better than telling yourself, okay, this month I'm going to work out every day.
Yep.
Right? So that's a very simple tip, simple fitness tip, as long as you keep it going.
All right. That's a great tip, and on that note, let's call this session to an end. And, as we always say, if our listeners want to engage with us, write to us at hello@swstrategies.org, or
lines are always open.
DM us, send us, whatever. If you have ideas on what we want to talk about, send it to us. And and on that note, have a good week ahead. And Sasi,
see you guys next week. Yeah.
Yes. All
Brilliant.
right.
Warmdown Pod is brought to you by SW Strategies and Fight Zone. Tune in again next week for another episode.